Florida State at 4-0, straight up for the first time since 2015. We've got Steve Merrill on the line. You can join him on Wager Talk for not only college football, but all your needs in regards to the NFL, Major League Baseball, the NBA. WagerTalk.com with Steve, where it's not only about the right selections, but the money management as well. Of course, Florida State takes on Wake Forest in Tallahassee. There could have been weather issues. They seem to not necessarily be affecting that area. Florida State's I believe, 6.5-point favorite taking on Wake. Steve, what do you have on this one?
Yeah, this line opened as low as 5. It's currently about 6.5 to -7. I see both of them out there in the betting market here as we head closer to the weekend. And of course, as you mentioned, the hurricane passed through on Wednesday, hit Florida pretty hard, right below Tampa in that area, Tallahassee up in the Panhandle, obviously. So it did not get hit as hard, but you do worry about what type of a distraction it was, and what kind of preparation was lost because of worrying about it earlier in the week. With that said, the only way I would play this game is Florida State. First of all, let's look at my power ratings. They favor Florida State by 8.5 points, so I do think it's 6.5 to -7. -7 or less, there is value at Florida State in this game, and 7 obviously a very key number. But the situational setup is just fantastic here for Florida State. I mean, it's a pure play against Wake Forest. One of the first things I do every week, Mark, when I'm handicapping the card, like on Sunday night, Monday when the lines first come out, is I kind of make a short list, really just situational play on, play against. And it's more play against spots normally. And really on Saturday I made that list because once that Clemson game went final 51-45, not a great spot for Clemson, obviously, but they did get the win. I've always said letdowns happen more after tough losses than big wins. Clemson's still undefeated, still playing for a national title. I don't think they go as flat, but Wake Forest, I don't think they had national title hopes, but obviously if they win that game against Clemson, come into Florida State and win, I mean, they had a chance. If they run the table in the ACC, I think you maybe get that number 4 seed. So devastating loss for them, and especially considering they didn't even turn the ball over. If you had told me Wake was going to have 45 points and no turnovers, over 440 yards against that Clemson defense, we would have cashed some tickets. Now, they did cash a ticket as a 7.5-point dog, so they did cover still in the 6-point loss. But I think that really lingers. We get line value of Florida State. My only concern, once again, is maybe a little bit of lack of focus or preparation because of the hurricane. So we're doing this conversation here on Thursday afternoon. Let's keep an eye on this game on Friday and Saturday, but Florida State's the only way I would play it.
Check out Steve's work on WagerTalk.com, and also you can get Steve's Under the Radar selection each week on Patreon. Go to patreon.com, search MarkRogersTV, join our Discord where you talk college football in the chat room 24/7, 365. And again, Steve's Under the Radar selection. Steve, we appreciate it.
Thanks, Mark.